Good evening to those of you watching on YouTube, and hello. Welcome to the what is essentially New Points. Hi, hello. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Excited, apprehensive. Um, Hopefully this is going to be interesting. I've done my best to not have a look at any points. I know it's technically 2 days ish, more or less, since they've been released. They've been out for over 24 hours. I've had a lot of messages about them, and I've tried to ignore them. I've been kind of busy over the last couple of days, so yeah, it's this should be fun. I mean, I've been off streaming for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks as well, because I've been holidaying. It's been nice. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's have a look. Let's see what we think. I mean, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wander through this and do some hot takes. See what I think is good, bad, ugly. See if anything made a difference. Like, is there some big changes? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I don't know. We'll work it out. And I mean, I put a phantom in the background because there's been a few people messaging me already. R.I.P. Whisper. But also, yeah, for you guys, if you guys are, you know, you have any hot takes, if you have any thoughts, if you think your list is suddenly broken, and it's amazing, or if you think that why the hell did they break my stuff, then yeah, get involved, join in, say hi, why not? Yeah, let's go with it. Hey guys, Chris, I will fight you. I will fight you. In fact, I've decided to steal someone else's spreadsheet today. So yeah. So thanks to the people of Reddit and Guido Castles, because this is what we're using today. Look at it. It's beautiful. Oh look, I'm all white and pasty. Yeah, there's going to be some interesting stuff. Thank you for the follow, and let's see where we go. So, what I'm thinking is we are going to go through things in order. I'm going to start off. I'm going to follow Yasby order because why not? It's a habit. And the good guys should go first anyway. Good guys should go first, and if Christopher's here, then the good guys are definitely not the Imperials. Yeah. Chill for spreadsheets, but basically this is the easiest way to do it. I can't be bothered to be dealing with any possible PDFs that are incorrect. The community is great at this, so we're going to have a look. We're going to see what's got cheaper, what's got more expensive. Hello from Germany, good to see you. And yeah, let's see what we got. So I'm hoping that my audio levels are good. So yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Right. So. In terms of this, then, oh yeah, you can't really. Let's see if I can fix this. I need to be able. You guys need to be able to see the chat. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, the shout out to Mark Hughes there. That is not gonna lie, it is mildly terrifying. The idea. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's new tab it up. I have an idea. I have an idea for how to fix this. Let's do this, because then you guys can see the chat and I can see the spreadsheet and everything is fine. There we go. Let's do this. Let's drag that over there. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Chat window is fixed. We got it. We got it. Yes. So, hey, Death Rain, good to see you. It looks like chat's on a little bit of a delay, but let's see what happens. And also, this will tide you guys over for those of you in the UK that are maybe staying up until the American FFG stream gets itself on the way. So yeah, let's get involved. Let's do a deep dive. Let's see what we got. There's also what I'm going to do as well as I'm going to answer some questions. There's a few people that posted questions on the post I did earlier. I might deal with those now. Actually, I might deal with those now. Let's see. There was a couple of them. Because there weren't that many. My views on 4 silencers. That is interesting. 4 silencers is going to be fun. We'll deal with the silencers in a minute. I'm curious. I think 4 silencers are going to be very good, but it's also going to require a very good pilot to pull them off. What else? What do you think about Delta 7 Anakin? I thought Anakin was one of the best costed ships in the game as a Jedi before the points change, so we'll get into that later. And anything else? Snapshot. Oh god, what's happening with snapshot? Looks like it might go up, so we'll deal with that soon as well. Anywho, back to things. I can see the chat again. Good. So yeah, good to see you guys. I'm a person. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey Marcel. Hey, I am your friend. I am your friend, Marcel. As much as I would hate to admit it, Marcel is a wonderful person. There we go. It's on the internet. I can't take it back now. Cool. So, let's get started. I'm going to skip over the stuff, unless it's groundbreaking. I'm going to skip over the stuff that stayed the same. I think there is some stuff that stayed the same, which could be quite interesting. Yeah, we'll do that in a bit. I'm hoping as well. Yes, there is a generic upgrades tab. Actually, what we're going to do, I'm going to do this. I am going to have a look at the generic upgrades first, because I think it's really important in terms of building lists to understand efficiency-wise how stuff goes together. So if I get in my head where the general upgrades are first, then we'll go from there. So, cool. So points changes wise, Colonets down by 1, down to 5. Good. There's only 1 charge on them. I think Colonets are an underused upgrade. Yeah, give them some more love. Proximity mines are too good. Electroproton bombs, just should have gone down by a load. No one uses it. It's hilarious. Seriously, range 2 bubble bomb, do it. It's great. Ion bombs down by 1. I think that is a notable change. I think you're going to start to see more of those. I would have liked to see ion bombs at 4. I think they're a really interesting upgrade. I think they're not quite equivalent to protons, but they're better than the seismics. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah, if we have a look, so Astromechs, not surprised. I am a little bit surprised not to see a change in R2 mech. I think that's in line with what I've heard about the Jedi changes. Again, I haven't seen the Jedi changes yet, but if Jedi have increased, I'm not surprised they didn't change that. Yay, thanks for the follows. Cannons wise, again, they did the big cannon changes when they brought out the new B-Wing foils. Not too surprised there. Oh yes, sorry, need to check this. No hyperspace changes, that's fine. Colonets in hyperspace, I'm excited for that. So that's really cool. Colonets and hyper. Okay. Force powers. Yeah, that's sense at 5. I think sense is fine at 5. I think it's too expensive still. I think it's safe to. I think it's safe to keep it at 5. I think sense is one of those dangerous upgrades that if you make it too cheap, it gets ridiculously broken. I thought it could have gone down to 4. I never rate sense as much as a lot of players rate sense. I always get frustrated when I use sense, because one of the things that again, this is me getting big-headed, but one of the things I pride myself on is the ability to predict where I think my opponent's going to go. So I never find I have a good use for sense as often as I would like to. Most of the time I've got it right where my opponent's going to go. It's when you're using something like Marcel's Bumpmaster. He's the best example of that. When he was using the 4 of them with the informant, you could just get in the way of anything with a Jumpmaster. That's when sense is a good upgrade. I think it's a crutch unless you have a list built around it. It's okay. Supers, I'm sad to see at where they are, but I understand why. I am also sad to see that Brilliant Innovation hasn't gone down in points. I think that is a terrible upgrade and should go down in points. Foresight's fine. Hate's fine. Don't understand why it's scaled. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Yeah, sense is not in hyperspace. That's fine. Yeah, Marcel's absolutely right. Baby Anakin with intimidation absolutely loves sense. If you can be literally anywhere within like a range 3 radius, sense is amazing. It's really cool. Cool. Agile Gunner. That's interesting. I'm assuming this is based on small, medium, and large ships. The fact that Agile Gunner on large ships is now only 5. That's really fun. What likes that? The Shadowcaster likes that. Dash likes that. Falcons like that. The ability to rotate your arc for free at the end of the round is really, really, really useful. I like that. I like that a lot. I think you might see a few more people using Agile Gunner now on their big ships. It's a really interesting upgrade. You saw it being used a lot in 1.0 when it was 2 points. So it's now a little bit... Oh yeah, it's a gunner, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, I think you're going to see... Because it was 2 points and you could use it on the Shadowcaster in 1.0. I think you're going to see it used a bit more in 2. Now that it's essentially 2.5 points in old money. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I got time for that. I like the fact that it's... I don't see why it's that. Shadowcasters can't take Gunner, can they? Yeah. Shame. What else we got? These ones. Veteran Turret Gunner for double taps. Again, that is a... I mean, no one really uses that. I don't... Why is it staying at 12? Maybe I'm missing... Oh, no, sorry, Y-Wings. That's what I'm missing. Yeah, no one wants Y-Wings doing that. That's fair enough. I don't understand why Agile Gunner is 7, but yeah, this one is absolutely fine. Yeah, I like it. Again, big ships, give big ships a buff. They need it a little bit. Not a problem there. Licits, yeah, all fine. Never really had a problem with licits. Nothing ridiculously broken in here. Barrage rockets 8. I think they could have come down to 7. Clusters, that's going to be interesting. I think this is, with the changes that I know has happened to passive sensors, you are going to see a lot of cluster missiles in your games. I know that it's not legal. Yeah, VTG on the caster. That's well, you can't put it on the caster. Taco again. I was called out on that. It's a gunner. Iron missiles, meh. This excites me. Proton rockets back at... Were they ever at 6? I think, yeah, proton rockets, cheaper, good. Make them cheaper. I like proton rockets, they're great. I think people really underestimate the range 2 bubble on bullseyes. Bullseyes are hard to do, but it's, yeah, if you get it right, then that's a genuine threat. I would like to see them scale with initiative proton rockets. I think that as a bullseye ability, that is a thing. Interesting. Diamond borons are now back in hyperspace. Okay, that's fun. I feel like that is a really good change to counter swarms a bit more. In fact, I now... I'm thinking for Imperials, for Rebels, if you have K-Wings in hyperspace, if you have gunboats in hyperspace, that is immediately a really nice counter for droids. A passive sensors gunboat with diamond borons is actually a really big threat for droids. I like that. That's fun. I like that a lot. Okay. Shadowcaster illicit agile gunner system. Yeah, that'll be fun. What was that? Needles that can only be used by Seps? Not sure there. Oh, diamond boron in hyperspace. There we go. Yeah, that's like, why give the droid faction something that can kill droids? Yeah, that's a shame. I haven't checked what ships are in hyperspace yet. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like adding diamond boron to hyperspace would have been a really good move to counter droids if droids haven't really changed much. So we'll see. Anything? Nope. Mods. Yeah, I like the mods. Mods are fine where they are. The gas, shields and hulls. Yeah, those are okay. Engines are fine. Nothing major. Burners, yeah, probably should stay expensive. Good. Targeting still at 3. Okay, this is the big one. We knew this was coming. Okay, this is the point where I should address. Rip my list. This is why I got like 12, however many messages. just saying, "Oh no, Whisper's dead." She's not, but she is. I don't know. I need to have a look at things properly. But yeah, this scares me. That scares me. 1, 2, 3. I don't think FFG understand just how scary that is. Oh boy. I mean, I'm glad. I'm actually really glad about this. I am gonna put it out there. I'm happy that they killed my list. It's too good. It's broken. You shouldn't have that many modifications in the game if you're pushing away modifications. Personally, I like the idea of having lots of mods, making it more reliable and making it more strategic game, but I'm absolutely fine if FFG don't want to push it that way. What I am curious about is the idea that, yeah, they're pushing generics with this. This is really gonna. I don't understand. Why is it 2 on initiative 4s? That I don't agree with. I think Fifth Brother needs to go die in a hole. He is an ace. You might not believe it, but he is an ace. And that should be 3 points at least. I feel like they should have just gone 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I'm concerned. TIE Advance love it, but I'm more concerned about multiple Punishers, multiple gunboats, like anything that can spam torps or missiles. That could be really, really good. I'm going to have to... I mean, the fact that it isn't in hyperspace, good. That's good. Oh, no, sorry, it is. Oh, God, it's hyperspace legal. That's going to be... Hold on to your butts, ace players. You are not going to enjoy the next few months. That's my take on that one. I might be wrong, but, there we go. This is a good change. Crackshot. That's a good change. I agree with it. It was always too efficient. It should be 2 points. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I can show you on the Whisper where Fifth Brother touched me. Yeah, I mean, he's bad against multiple ship lists, so I actually don't think you're going to see a lot of Fifth Brother. But I am an ace player through and through, and therefore Fifth Brother is literally my worst nightmare. He's as bad as the Stress Hog in 1.0 was for an ace. That's my hot take, and I'm sticking to it. Ooh. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Dave. Crackshot is still better than Predator. Depends on the ship it's on. I think Suntir now would take Predator every time. There is an argument for Duchess to take Predator a lot more often now. Yeah. Marksmanship. Yeah, I agree. I think marksmanship now has a use as a 1-point upgrade. Crits are good. I like it. I like it a lot. I think marksmanship staying at 1 is great. It's a cool little upgrade. I think it's unloved. Crackshot is going to be great for jousting things. I saw someone. It might be Dave. I don't know if you were the one that said this earlier, but I feel like generics love Crackshot. But if you're shooting aces, you want Crackshot. If you're shooting against generics, you want Predator. Because generally the ace wants Predator because it's going to be alive longer. Generics, if they get that single Crackshot against an ace... Oh no, it was Mitch Raab with the Star Vipers. Yeah, the Star Vipers are still going to take Crackshot, which absolutely makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Suntir with TC and out maneuver, I think, is better. But if you go in cheapo version of Suntir with TC, I agree. You still take Crackshot. But if you're running like proper cheap Suntir, I like Pred. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that's fun. Still not in hyperspace though. Is Predator in hyperspace? No. Oh, that's disappointing. Marksmanship. Marksmanship is now going to be the hyperspace go-to for a talent, I think. If you can't get outmaneuver, then you're going to go with marksmanship. I like it. Saturation salvo, nobody cares. That is also my hot take on that one. Snapshot. Talking about where Fifth Brother touched me, where did Snapshot touch FFG? God, why? Why is it that expensive? Did I scare people with like flying Snapshot Rebel A-Wings that one time? Yeah, don't know. I don't think that it's that good, honestly. Okay, now Interesting. Again, they're pushing -2 for Titan Sync. I agree with that. I think that's a good thing. They are pushing the generic torps a bit more. That's a fun little upgrade. It's now in hyperspace. I think some people with a better torpedo generic brain than me are going to do some nasty, nasty things with that. MPE for Zapshot? Maybe? I mean, maybe. You might be able to blame Nicholas God Nielsen for that one. He did take the horrendous Snapshot Tirani to 16 or 32 at Worlds. He did well. It's horrible. It could be to do with the next few ships coming out. Disagree with you, Mark. Those Vipers want focus every turn. Every turn. If a Viper doesn't have focus, it dies. So while passive is nice, they shoot too late. So no, you want. I mean, yeah, you might want to take passives for the first engagement. Maybe. Ugh, makes me nervous. I wouldn't want to be sitting there with no. They can take target locks anyway. You just take a target lock. Anyway, now this is interesting. This is very interesting. Plasma torpedoes at 8. That's fun. You're going to see more plasmas. I think plasmas are great. You're going to see them on droids, and that scares me. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh god, advanced protons at 5. Okay, now that's exciting. That's very exciting. Advanced protons, I think, are actually a bit of a sleeper hit. They could be good. They could be good. We'll see. Plasma was already good for 9, agreed. I think going down to 8 is just going to make it ridiculously efficient. I think Plasma might actually be better than a proton now. I think, yeah, that's... Depends on the meta. If there's loads of droids and fangs around, then it's bad. If there's a lot of rebels and Imperials around, then... Because Imperials are basically now shields. Yeah, that's fun. Interesting. Ooh, dorsal turret. And dorsal turret is now in hyperspace. Aha. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I've seen people with Punishers and advanced protons. Yeah, that's terrifying. That was one of the reasons I'm a little bit scared. Right. Okay. So we've done that. We've done that. We've had a look at the stuff. Now we've got an idea. So what are the hot takes out of this? I think dorsal turret. I'm happy with dorsal now. I might actually consider dorsals. Plasma torps I think are big. Advanced protons I think are big. Ion torps are interesting, but still not good enough. Passive sensors. Oh my god, why? I like proton rockets, but I still don't think they're good. Cluster missiles I think are going to be good. It's a good thing they're not in hyper. I like Agile Gunner. I'm curious to see where that fits. I still think the other gunners are better, but I'm curious to see where that fits. And ion bombs, interesting. Yeah. I think those are the big changes. Those are the big changes. Yes, Death Rain loves Death Rain. I love you too, Charles. Yeah, I agree with that, Dave. I do agree with that. Ion torps are okay, maybe. Do they do a damage? I think they do a damage. Can't remember. Ion torps are 5. I mean, they are 4 dice. It is a 4 dice torpedo, which is nice. Don't know. Yeah, that also concerns me. The fact that you can fit 7 Tigresses with turrets. Cheap routes throwing 4 reds. It is. I think that's the. That is. I mean, yeah. Taking a. It's a good point. At 5 points, passive sensors plus ion torps is a good way of getting some decent damage out for a little ship kicking around. I think the 1 damage is still a problem. Yeah, it's always been my issue with ion cannon. I think spam ability is great for ion, so actually with the passive sensors change and the ion change, if you can fit lots of those ion torpedoes in a list, I think that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that will be I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I'm going to see if there's a good place for it. Right then. Let's have a look. So B-Wings, unchange, stayed in stuff. That's fine. Your upgrade bar? Yeah, upgrade bar's the same. Yeah, gunboats is where I'm looking first. Because then you can fit something like Whisper. You can fit 3 of those iron gunboats and Whisper or something. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm going to have to move away from Whisper. So, okay. Right, stuff. Not changed. Absolutely fine. B-Wings were always great. I wish they would make them 40 for the basic. I still don't see the problem with having 5 B-Wings. But that's me. Yes. Shame. Probably could have gone down a bit, but fine. No changes to attack shuttles. Ezra is sad. I think Ezra could go down a bit. Ooh, tuk-tuks. Nobody is going to play them still. They're still awful, but I'm glad to see them at least trying. I do love B-Wings. I love B-Wings. Yeah, I'm glad to see the tuk-tuks coming down. They need to come down. I still don't think they're good enough. I don't know. I think they're gonna come down every points change until people start to use them. Y-Wings, yeah, didn't need to change. I think the Y-Wing is in a really good spot. Hey, generic. Okay, so Miranda's come down. That's interesting. See, that's curious to me. The Warden is still 38, but Miranda is now 40. I think people should start using Miranda. I think for only 2 points more, if you're going to take a K-Wing, why not take Miranda? It's good. I'd pay 2 points for Initiative 4. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I would love to fly a mixed Rebel list of like B-Wings, X-Wings. Like get 5 ships in there. You can fit, like, take Jake, take B-Wings, take 2 B-Wings, 2 X-Wings. That'd be great. That'd be fun. I like that. I think Miranda at 40 is a genuinely interesting proposition. If she needs that range 1 shot, she's got it. You don't actually need to put much on her. You just use her. Yeah, I like her ability. I really do. I'd be tempted to put something like Diamond Boron. Chuck a Diamond Boron on her. Chuck a Proton Bomb, and leave her at around the 50-point mark. I think that's. Yeah, I think that's fun. I think I was trying to make like a 70-80 point Miranda for Nick Harris at one point, using it with Jan and yeah, like with Bistan, the double tap stuff. I like that. I think Miranda is now cheap enough to work her way as a support ship into Rebel lists. I think actually she's now going to be a lot better than the U-Wing. I think at 40 points, why not take a slamming K-Wing at Initiative 4 instead of a U-Wing? It can still put out some decent damage. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for that. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, Rogue Squadron is down by 2. Oh, I like that. You can't fly 4 of them. Good. But I like this. I like this a lot. E-Wings down is happy space. 3 naves of passives and protons, 64 each. Ooh. I think that fit anyway, though. Yeah, that fit anyway, and not many people were flying it. I would like to test out the E-Wing. Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. She is a good. E-Wings are interesting. That requires more. See, this is where I'm going to have to go and sit down with a builder. There is some small changes here that maybe make a difference. Nothing I've seen so far is game breaking. I think Miranda is very interesting. That one excites me. I'm very excited by Miranda. Corrin less so. I think he's still too expensive. Could have come down a bit more. See, I always compare Corrin to. Let's think of a good comparison. What can Corrin do? Compare Corrin to a defender. He doesn't get a free. See, this is the thing. It's action efficiency. You need action efficiency, and he isn't action efficient. Compare him to Vader. Like, Vader is 68 points. Corrin's 64. They're the same initiative, but Corrin doesn't have 3 force points. How is that fair? Like, Corrin has 1 more point of hull. Yeah, I don't like it. He should be like 60 or something. I think I agree with Dave. Like, yeah, that's a good point. Blackout is an interesting comparison, and they're both bad because they don't have enough modifications. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, he's Rebel Blackout. He's the ship that should be good but isn't. I'm gonna carry on fiddling with E-wings, but they want to be defenders. That's what an E-wing wants to be. He wants to be a defender. I think the best place for E-wings is with a support ship K2SO, because then they can get focus lock or like calculate reposition or something like that. Yeah, we'll E-wings wanted mind link. Right. Anyway, that is not enough to do anything important. I wonder if multi-crow. I'm just gonna. Where's upgrades? Multi-crow? No, stay the same. Okay, not important. Hawks are still bad unless you're Jan. Probably a good thing that Jan stayed the same amount of points. Car's down by 1. Meh. Yeah, that's Rourke. Fair enough. I mean, not massively impressed. I'm happy that A-wings are still in hyper. That's cool. Right. Anyway, so Sheathopedes. Now this is interesting. Zeb to 33, Ezra to 40. At least one of the Ezra's got some love. Don't understand why Fenn is still 50. That's don't like that. Should be cheaper. I mean, it's a pain, but it should be cheaper. Good thing that AP stayed the same. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Zeb with K2SO is 41 points. That is a double coordinating ship that can fit in hyperspace. Double coordinate. That's not bad. That's fun. That's very interesting. I might have to have a look at that. Obviously, for those of you who might not be sure, that is K2SO for the free calculate, followed by Zeb coordinating as his action. Yeah, K is right on that one. Ghost Fen is still hanging over. It's like why the reason that Lorik is still ridiculously priced. I'm glad to see this happening. Ooh, okay. That's actually big. Sabine Wren is one of the best blockers in the game, and 27 is Initiative 3 that has pre-position. That's interesting. That might be worth considering as a cheap filler in a rebel list. I think that is now the new blocker for a rebel list. That is a good ship. The fact that she's too cheap in the A-wing, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. No change in hyperspace for this. I think that is also that one right there, mixed with K2SO. That is going to be a big one. Right. Oh wow. Okay. Sad. Why would you ever take a Lothal now? See, but what if you take 2 torpedo monkeys, like so, Wedge and Corrin, with that Sheathopede? It's actually okay. It's actually okay, because then do you kill the Sheathopede first, or do you get hit by 2 Proton torpedoes? Like, what do you fancy? Yeah, I don't know. But again, is Miranda just better at that job? Do you just put Miranda in the list with K2SO? Yeah, you can't take Chopper twice, but why would you run 2 ghosts unless you're running 2 expensive ghosts? Have seen a couple of people building some filthy ghost lists, like genuinely filthy ghost lists. The fact that Caden is now 76, interesting. That's an interesting list. That's an interesting ship. They are now hyperspace legal. I really rate Callus. I think Callus is good. I think Callus is good. I think that Callus at 68 is going to be the... Is he going to be the best ghost? Don't know. The fact that Hera is hyperspace legal makes me interested. That is a curious, curious ship. I think you're going to see some people do some nasty things with ghosts. That's a big one. Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. And girls. Sorry, I should say girls as well. I'm excited about this. On the subject of girls, I'm sad that... Yeah, I'm not sad at all. That's... oh, yeah. That's 2 points off my Leia. 2 points off my Leia. She's cheaper than Lando. Screw you, Lando lovers. I love Leia. She's great. This excites me. I'm going to do some fun things with this. I may have to have a serious look at two big ships. Yeah, Hera plus Callus. Exactly. Intimidation advanced sensor. Go on then. Let's unleash the horribleness. Cassian Andor. Cassian Andor and Sense. Okay. Cassian Andor plus Sense. Are we starting to get it? Maybe it's inkling. Cassian Andor and Sense trigger at the same time. You can choose which order to activate them. You sense your opponent. They flip their dial. You then guess what's on their dial. And if you guess right, you get to change your dial to whatever you like. Cool. And then you run Hera as the second ship, who just gets to change her dial to whatever you like. And then you give intimidation to Hera because that's fun, and run Zeb on her. So... And then your other crew slot is Saw, and you've got advanced sensors, and then it's Kanan, so you've got 2 actions a turn. It's horrible. You've got 2 double modding ghosts, which know exactly where you're going, and then crash into you and intimidate you and just go doff doff. I don't like it. Again, with the scaring ace people, stop it. I don't like it. Yeah, so Kanan is the correct carrier because he can just obliterate things, I think. Yeah, when you can pair it with the scary thing that is Hera Intimidation Zeb Ghost, that thing just melts anything that you put in front of it. I think that would even scare a droid swarm. Like, that's with the advanced sensors for the reinforced, like, you just kill 2 droids a turn, and it takes a droid swarm a little while to kill a ghost. So after 2 turns and 4 droids are dead, I mean, can 3 droids kill a ghost? I don't think so. I think that's actually pretty scary. I don't know, like, that might be the scariest thing I've seen so far. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's the thing. They can't play whack-a-mole fast enough, but if you can land and intimidate on it, and then that whacks the mole pretty hard. I'm curious. I don't think that this is the most broken thing ever, but I think it's now a viable ghost build. It's a little bit of a gotcha. I don't think, again, with the sense, I don't think you need the sense, but I'm curious about double ghosts. Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, yeah, Falcons great. Decreasing costs on Falcons, amazing. Hello. I think, who was it, Marcel? Who was it that loved Dash on GSP? I think his prayers have been answered. Was it Stasinewski? I don't know. Ryan, are you around? I think this is actually the big one. 72 points. 72 points for a 4-dice gun. That is a side turret. That's massive, man. I think the wild space is the real winner here. Lebo has a talent but still doesn't have a crew slot. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about the... yeah, it was... It was Stasnowski. There you go, Ryan. You can be happy now. I am happy with this change. I like the Outrider. I think it should see more play. I actually, the Outrider was one of the coolest changes to 2.0. Yeah, I think that the Outrider's change into 2.0 was really cool with the reverse range thing, with getting -1 dice at range 1. I think that's really, really fun. But yeah, I think the Fringer is going to be cropping up a little bit more. I'm curious about that. Gunners. Okay. So in terms of... Yeah. Dash is happy. Okay. The double tap dash. So how many points is double tap dash now? So what do we got? 80, 85? Plus Bistan, that's 95. Plus 8 points for the... That's 103 for a double tapping dash. That's not bad. Lando Bistan Perceptive, Leia Bistan Perceptive. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. Hey, good to see you. There's a lot of fun things here. Oh man, that's a big change. Ezra, I think that's also quite big. I think Ezra is the cheapest, still not the cheapest way to get a force point on, which is Kanan. Kanan Cruz. Oh no, they're now the same points. I think I'd rate Ezra over Kanan. Depends on what you want to do. Oh god, content. Sorry, you probably didn't want to see that. Might put my glasses on. Oh, ow. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, yeah, so we do need to have a look at the crew additions to hyperspace. Zeb is now on hyperspace for the ghosts. That's the only reason. Chopper, again, same reason. Kanan in hyperspace. That's interesting. Han, Kanan. You can do a Han. How many points cheaper is Han? Only 1. Okay, so you can run Jake and Han in hyperspace now. Jack Mooney is happy. Nerf Jack. And Sabine, okay, doesn't really matter. She hasn't got a good carrier. Dorsal veteran turret gunner Garen Hera. Yeah, that's the interesting one. Phantom title, obviously. Ghost, obviously. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's really cool. I like what's been done with Rebels. I'm actually very, very happy with the points changes in Rebels. There's a couple of things that they could have touched, but the changes are all really positive. I'm really pleased with what they've done. I don't think Rebels are in a terrible spot. Yeah, I don't think they're in a terrible spot, but I think you're going to see them doing some interesting things. I think Rebels now have a lot more variation. They're not going to be as mono as they used to be. Right then, so that took forever. This might be a late one. Let's get on to Empire. Let's see what we got. Oh man, sorry stream. I'm just going to have to take out my contact lenses here. They are being a pain. Glass time it is. There we go. Oh, being blind. Okay, I drove halfway across the country today. There we go. Anyway, do I think tactics are playable? No. Phoenix Squadron, yeah, I kind of agree with that. Dave. Phoenix Squad is... it's still not cheap enough. I'd like to see it cheaper. Right, on to Empire. So, Row Squadron, 34 points. That's interesting. What initiative is a row? Is it initiative 3? Yeah, it's 3, isn't it? Still not high enough. Vinder at 40 is interesting. I think passive sensors changes and Vinder is interesting. He is essentially, because he loves advanced land, but he also loves passive sensors. I know FCS is the preferred thing to do on him, but I feel like passives is a viable option now as well, being the same points. I'd be curious. I think I'm probably just going to be sad again because it's single modded torpedoes though, so we'll see. Jendon gone up by 1, good. He's annoying. Baron down by 2. Fair enough. I see Dave's point. I think a Baron without force is a bit sadder, so we'll see what happens there. Why is there a mosquito in here? Sorry, squishing bugs. Don't want to get bitten. Yeah, not too stoked by that. This is interesting. That I'm scared of that. I don't like it. Go away. However, no homing missiles in hyperspace, so that's okay. I think that's fine. Vader stayed at the same points. Why? He's really good. Yeah, that's a good point. Vinder got the cheaper APT. Yeah, Vinder love. I like Vinder. Vinder's a fun ship. I still prefer him with an iron cannon. Suntir got 1 point more expensive. Fair enough. Doesn't really matter. I think most Suntir lists would take him with a bid anyway. He's now 56 with crack shot. Oh, I know that. 7 Barons, 4 with Ruthless. I mean, sure, if you hate, like, you're going to hate yourself at the end of a tournament day because, I mean, 4 with Ruthless, yeah, you're getting mods in there, but it's a 4 health ship with 3 agility. You don't really want to be damaging them. So what's going to happen is that list is going to make a lot of people super mad because your opponent's going to roll really good green dice, and then in the other 50% of the games you're going to roll bad green dice. I don't know. I'm not a Swarm player. I can see it being good, but also, eh. Tempests love the new passive sensors. You still can't fit all the Storm squads, which is good. I'm curious about Tempests. Okay, were they not in? Were Interceptors not in hyperspace? I think you're going to see some interesting. Yeah, so you're going to see some interesting Imperial builds with mixed swarms. I think in hyper. I like the fact that you can now get alphas in hyperspace. That's fun. Pardon me. Aggressors? Yeah, fair enough. Dorsal turret changes make life interesting. Reapers, good. Those are fun. Not having the base in hyperspace is... it's okay. I'm not unhappy about those. I am happy about those. I think that's cool. I like the fact that Rexar is now sub 80. That's also fun. 6 FO and a silencer. Ooh, I like that, Marcel. I like that a lot. Punishes down by 1 across the board. That's fun. You can fit some filthy Punisher lists in there. Death Rain at 43. I'm curious. Maybe time to bring out the Traj Sim again if there's... I think, yeah, Trajectory Simulator might be back. Might be time to bring back the Death Rain. In some form. I do like Death Rain. Shame. Still no Howl Runner in hyperspace. I think Howl Runner should come down. I like her. She's great. Oh, Whisper. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Whisper is really good. She is super good. I may still use her because she is still ridiculously good. We will see. See if she's still worth it. That brings her to... If you still got 5th Brother Gunner... what is that? So we're assuming targeting computer are not passives. So 63, 74. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, she deserves to be around that. She can 1-on-1 fen, so she should be above 70 points. I like that. Strikers across the board cheaper. Duchess, yeah. Ooh, 2 points. Okay. Aggressive, but I like it. Duchess is still really good. I think you need to rate the initiative 5 higher than it already is rated. I think Countdown is back. Really like this. What else we got? Nothing major. Oh, Fifth Brother. Up by point. Yay. So basically, it's nerf volley time. I was expecting that. I was expecting Whisper to get the hammer. I'm surprised they didn't change her outloads, but I suppose you can just increase her in points. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right. Moving on. That was a quick one. I feel like most of that was expected. I'm happy about the Star Wings. Barons could be good. Yeah. I'm curious. My chat may have cut out if. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Don't know what happened with the chat. Anyway, Scum. Somebody called Jesper. Let him know that IDs came down in points. Oh wow. Okay. Turns out there was a bring and buy sale for your Falcons. Yeah, so am I. I'm also amazed that Grana Krista didn't get hit. Grana Krista was a sleeper hit in that list. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, they did. I think they put all of their efforts into Whisper, and realistically, she does help, but yeah, you can just run FCS Vader. I think you can get away with that. Grana Krista is too good. I'm annoyed that the Inquisitors didn't go up. I think that they are the real big winners here. So yeah, IGs are down. Yeah, the Falcons, that's a really big change. Lando is super efficient. Like, why is Lando down the most? He's the best Falcon. Oh my god. So yeah, is it worth flying Scum Falcons now? Is that a thing? I mean, has Trickshot? Trickshot didn't change. Where's the Falcon title? Lando's Falcon's still 3, so Trickshot and Falcon is 7 points. So that's a sub 50 for Lando. Interesting. Might have to consider that. Might have to have a look at what he fits with. That's quite fun. Okay, so that's cool. And hyperspace. Oh, yeah. Nah. I still don't rate Han. Han isn't good enough. L3, meh. See you, Chris. Have a good evening. Yeah, Bobber up by 1. Really? Okay. Sure. I'm sad. Bobber should have. Yeah, Bobber should have got up. Autopilot drone. He's fun. I love the auto. Marcel's got a very good point there. Hawk's down a bit. Should have gone down more. Dace. Who is Dace? This is interesting. 28 points for a crew carrier. I don't think at the moment we have a good enough Scum crew carrier. We'll see in the future. I'm sad not to see the G1As go down a little bit. Jump Masters, yeah, they're fine. I think you finally got Jump Masters in a good place. Lancers. Ooh, Ketsu down by 2. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, Slave 1 went up a lot. Bobber isn't that sad, let's be honest. Most of his lists had like a 5 or a 6 point bid. He doesn't care. Bobber is still the absolute monster that he was. Slave 1 didn't get the stress back. It's still ridiculously good for 6 points. Yeah, Bobber doesn't care. I don't think you're going to see much of a change for Bobber. He's still really, really good. Lancers, I'm inclined to agree with you, Mr. Tartan. Still not that good. Ketsu likes being cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. I think Sabine is still meh. Asajj is still bad. Yeah, if Asajj is 69, why is Ketsu 67? That's my take on that one. Force points are really good, so yeah, I think it's. I can see Ventress because if the Shadowcaster is still 1 point, yeah, I can see Ventress with the caster title being used now, just to track things as like a efficient 3 dice. Yeah, I still don't like front-facing 3 dice. I don't like front-facing big ships. I think side turrets are great, but front faces meh. Oh, this makes me sad. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one out there. I know you're listening, Dave. What do you think of this? And when I say what do you think, I mean why the hell did 6 not go up? And what are they thinking? Oh my god, why are these things not more expensive? Ugh. Hyperspace is going to be interesting for the next how many months. Yeah. I hope you guys like variants, because it's here to stay. Yeah, there's... I don't like it. This makes me sad. This makes me sad. I was hopeful that they would change the 6. Yeah, I mean, as you're saying, Cell. I mean, I might have to start flying it. If you can't beat them, etc., etc. It's ugh. Yeah, that is a really, really good list. That's a really good list. I don't like that at all. That makes me sad. This one is, yeah, they hit tugs way too hard when they nerf them. So good. Nim down by a bit. That's interesting. He's still usable. Bosk 60, has that done enough? Probably not. I'm glad you can't fit 4 slavers. Jesus. Yeah, like 6 are too cheap. Much too cheap. What else? Gunner. Bosk is down by point. That's fun. Slave 1, yes, up to 5. Fair enough. Bobber goes up by 6. Not enough. Should have been more expensive. Yeah, Zuvio is interesting. Sorry, let's go back. I kind of skipped over the tugs. That's interesting. 30 is very cheap. Zuvio, yeah. Bosk in hyperspace. I did miss that. I should be paying attention. Yeah, Bosk going into hyperspace. Lat's going into hyperspace. I think Lat's is a lot better than Bosk. Bosk is fun though. Bosk is fun. I think Bosk with Greedo is a really, really good upgrade. You get a surprising amount of use out of it. It doesn't tend to bite you in the ass quite so much. Zuvio with Connor, yeah, that's actually a really good way to spend 35 points. I got time for that. I'd still put proximity mines on him, but I do like him with Connor. I suppose it depends what else you got on the list, doesn't it? That's interesting. Bosk Gunner is now in hyperspace as well, and Lando Falcon in hyperspace. I like the fact that Falcon's in hyperspace. I think for me, I'm curious about the Falcons, but I still don't think they're going to be that effective. I think Bosk in hyperspace could be a really big thing. Greedo, where is he? Not hyperspace legal. Good. BT1 though. BT1 is. Yeah. So yeah, if you're stressed, here you go. Bosk shoots you. Have a free double hit. Here's a 4 dice gun. A bit like plasma torps. Not all the time, but yeah. Interesting. I don't think Scum have changed much, which I'm sad about. I think Scum were actually too good in this recent iteration. Is curious. We'll see. We'll see. Right, moving on. Moving on. It's going to get quicker now because they're smaller factions. Resistance. It's the Resistance. Yay! Shout out Caleb Wong. Huh. Well, that's fun. Many people are happy. It's going to be curious about that one. See if that affects it too much. I don't think it's going to affect it too much. ZZ up by 1 point. Should have gone up by 3 or 4. She is too good. Much, much too good. Why is she not more than Lulo? Like, Lulo gets an extra dice. Expose in the original edition proved that more modifications are better than extra dice. ZZ should be exactly the same or more expensive. This is fun. I like what they're doing here. Poe gets some love. I have a lot. Tally. Elo. Nien. Good. I like it. Oh yeah, Fetch and Turret. Oh god, Fetch and Turret got got cheaper, didn't it? Ugh. That's terrifying. Yeah, Venny is going to be back with a vengeance. That's going to be scary. How many points of VTG? Was that 5? Where's my gunners? 7. Okay, that's terrifying. That's a big scary bomber. That is a really big scary bomber. That is 62 points. No, 61 points. 61 points for a double tapping bomber. Wholesome. Really wholesome. I'm terrified of that. That's really bad. Yeah, I think that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. And you can still fit on a lot of the nonsense. How much is Ray Gunner? Stay the same. Good. Okay, that's interesting. I like that change. That's a good change. I like this change. That's a good change. He should have come down by more. Poe is still too expensive. BBs are now in hyper. Good. They're always a little bit of fun. Nothing changed. And Ferris Wheel down by 1. Good. Needs something to deal with the passive sensor stuff. Give everyone stress tokens. That was quick. Yeah, I think people are going to learn to be scared of these. I think these bombers, they're going to be back in a big way, and I think actually that's a good thing. That's a good thing because increasing the counter to swarms is important. You need counterplay to swarms, and increasing bombs is a good way of doing that. Going back to generic upgrades, systems. Traj Sim is still not in hyperspace. Oh well, it was a nice idea while it lasted. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think I might be getting Death Rain. Let's go back to Imperials. I've got ideas floating. Empire, Punishers. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Bombers? Bombers, hyperspace, TIE bomber, TIE bomber. No hyperspace. Oh well, sad. Might just jump on the droid train then, if you can't beat them. Resistance. Here we go. We'll see. Okay. So, not too many major changes in resistance. Star Fortress. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the Fortress. It was already a really good list. It just wasn't used very well. People weren't good enough at flying that list and understanding that the weak point of that list was killing the wingmen and then just not bothering with the bomber. Like, if you're playing against an ace list, this is normally where that list lost, was when it was playing against aces, because often swarms thought they could outjoust it and were just wrong. Same thing with beef. They just went, oh, just hit it. No, it just doesn't take any damage. or it out jousts you if it's the damage version as opposed to the tanky version. Yeah, I think the lists that could beat the Veni Bomber are normally the fairly squirrely Aces lists, and they just killed the X-Wing and the A-Wing. Well, they killed the X-Wing, they just didn't die. And if ZZ goes and chases them, then cool, sure. What damage is she going to do? Not much. So, yeah, the fact that that is now cheaper to get better wingmen in, I think that really improves how good that list is. Be scared of that. That's going to be good. Alright, let's talk about the silencer-shaped elephant in the room, shall we? Oh, this excites me. Okay, that's huge. That's really, really, really big. Okay, that is 41 points for a 3-3 initiative 4, initiative 3. What are they? I think they're initiative 3, right? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that excites me. The first order provocateur. Apart from the fact that it's got provocateur in the name, like hello, come into my corner. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Because the double modification is built into the chassis. That ship can focus lock. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. I think you're going to see some really solid mini swarms. Take 3 of those. 41 times 3. That's 123 points. That leaves you with 77 remaining. That is enough for a decent ace. That's curious. That's very curious. I would like to see some mixed FO swarm. Mixed FO swarm is going to be good. Okay, I've got some stuff ticking there. FOs no change. Yeah, they're fine. FOs are in a good place. Quick draw are more expensive. Fair enough. Maybe they made him a bit too cheap. I don't agree. Who's? I thought he was really good. Don't understand why they made him cheaper. Yeah, that's interesting. Initiative 1 down by 3. You can fly 4 of them. I might have to try that. 4 silencers. Man, I think you can't quite fit 3. And can you fit 3 in Von Reg? Can't fit Daredevil Von Reg. I think 3 in Hollow is interesting. Okay, so Funwalk. You are correct. They are edgy Lulos. Now, if someone told you that you could take 4 Lulos in a list, what would you say? And I think your answer would be yes. Yeah, I think that's... I'm curious. I'm curious about these things. I think 2 of them and something. Like, you can fit... That's a lot of ship. It's a lot of ship. 3 in Von Reg, I don't think you have the points for... I mean, the silencers win. Silencers versus E-Wings, silencers win. Like, it's just a better chassis. The abilities that are built into the chassis, double reposition and focus into a reposition. Basically, the ability to reposition after your action is ridiculously good. The ability to target lock and then boost is boost and then target lock is a lot less good, where you can target lock at range and you want to focus for defense. Yeah, 3 initiative 1s and Kylo is going to be very, very interesting. Sorry, I stated the obvious there, Matt. Apologies for roasting you over nothing. Special Forces down by 1. Okay, so Quick Draw has actually only gone up by 1. And Lahus has effectively gone down by 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, the FOPs are I3. Oh Jesus. Why? Why would you do that? Okay, I know what I'm flying for the next however many months. Fangs are done. Spend my money on silencers. Let's do it. I can paint them in 186 colours. It's going to be glorious. I've already got one. I've already got my big Kylo. He's huge. Yeah, who needs 3 Fangs and Fen when you can take 3 silencers and Kylo? I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, that excites me. Okay, I'm toot toot. All aboard the hype train for the silencers. I need to test out that list. Actually, I'm gonna. It's excited me enough that I'm gonna build it quickly and just just do the thing because it's interesting. Right, what we got? Silencer. Bam, bam, bam. Kylo. Done. 200. You lied to me. People lied to me. Yeah, like, what are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, well, it's definitely like they're all initiative 1. Got 8 points left. 3 silencers of 1 reg. I don't know. I think I still like 4 silencers. Yeah, see, that's why I was getting excited over the list, because it was like 220 points. And I know when something's broken. You can't quite fit a shuttle in there. That's a shame. 2 FOs? You can fit Reavers in. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna fiddle with that later. But let's get back to important things like reading a spreadsheet, because that's what you're here for. That's what you're here. You're here for me and a spreadsheet. Important stuff. Right. Let's on a more serious note. Let's get this over with. Right. First order. What am I excited on? I'm excited on silencers. I'm really excited for the first order Frogatails. I think those are really cool. I'm interested on the Who's. I think the Who's is a good ship. And going down by 2, essentially. Interesting. So, we'll see. We'll see. Right. Republic. Rip Jedi. This is what I've heard so far. And then I'll go away and let you guys watch the FFG stream. So, a ball. Okay, nobody cares. Here's initiative 5. Woo. Still don't care. Anakin. Down by... Wow. Okay. Strap a plasma torpedo on that boy and watch him fly. Initiative 6. That's... it's not bad. Still a Y-wing, but that is a sub 70 double modified proton torpedo at initiative 6. That is worth a consideration. That is worth a look, I think. Give him protons and an R4 astromech, and he is 70 points on the noggin. FFG stream is 7 PM Central, I think. 5 CLT Jedi and Sense is still all 200. Well, it's a good thing that people like generics. Well, that's fun. Plasma Anakin, 2 Arcs and Rick. I think you're going to see Anakin a lot more. I think. Okay, I need to look something up, or I'm going to look it up, because I heard someone saying stuff about Goji and 6 Y-wings. Where are we? That one. Y-wing, Goji. Something about extra dice. Okay. So the principle that someone was saying here is you take Goji, you take all of the Y-wings in the world, you give them delayed fuses and seismic charges, and yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think you're spending 70 points on a 1 agility ship. It's probably just going to die. Probably. It's interesting. Oh, 104th now has a talent. That is interesting. Expert handling is quite fun on arcs. So that might be worth it. Goji, yeah, I think this is a trap. I think this is just jank and isn't good, but worth noting that you can fit like 7 Y-wings with dorsal turrets and they can technically all get 2 agility, which is hilarious. Oh, well, there we go. See, this is why I'm using the spreadsheet. Deltas. Obi has gone up. Good. Should have done. Mace has gone up. Probably also good. Plow has gone up. Probably also good. I see no problems with this. Oh wait, is it per bomb? Is it +1 for every bomb at range 0 to 1? Oh my god! Oh, I didn't realise that. Oh wow. That's a very good point. So, okay, I think if you can get this to work, this might actually genuinely be good. The problem that you've... Do you just... Has anything in the Resistance faction got a trajectory simulator? Like... I think you just put one of them out front and just, like... Oh, it's so hard to trigger, though. Because, like, the one at the front is never going to be in range of his own bomb unless he barrel rolls and then he doesn't have a focus. It's just so hard to trigger. So hard to trigger. Like, I feel like you're chasing down the rabbit hole. It would be so hilarious. It would be so funny to see this Y-wing like with a 6 agility. I mean, if you really want to chase the rabbit hole, okay, you fly like torpedo Anakin with bombs and delayed fuses, and like a couple of Y-wings in Goji, and just go like, cool. Here is my Y-wing. Here is my Anakin. It has 6 agility. Try and kill me. Oh man. Oh, layer and double weavings. I still think it's bad, but it's fun. Yeah, it's more interesting if you take like clusters, because then you can just do donuts around a cluster mine. I think delayed fuses and seismics are a trap, but clusters could be interesting, and I think genuinely if you can fit enough Y-wings in a it's not a list with aces. I'm good at flying aces. I'm not good at flying generics. But no, I think. Oh, is it? I thought mines and bombs were both counted as bombs. I thought they are interchangeable essentially. I don't think that makes a difference in terms of the wording, but it's worth looking at. It's worth looking at. Anyway, back to Whisper Photo because it's fun. Anyway, so carrying on, that's hilarious. I wish anyone all the love in the world if they can get that list to work, because that's so funny if that does the thing. I mean, I think what is worth noting is that is now 29 points. So for some reason, the Rebel Y-wing and the Scum Y-wing are now more expensive than the Y-wing in the Republic. So, you know. Yeah, I'm getting onto that. There's a reason I left until last for the Seps. Apart from the fact that they're in that order, I'm leaving my rage. You already experienced a small amount of rage on the 6. I'm like, makes me annoyed. Anyway, yeah, I don't have a problem with this. People are saying like, why did ether sprites go up? Like, this is fine. I don't know if Delta 7 has increased. Rick surprises me. I'm gonna blame Marcel for this one. Marcel, it's all your fault for making people think that Naboo starfighters are good, and then they didn't look at the actual correct ship to increase in points, and they increased Rick instead because everyone just assumes that the Ace is the best thing, and actually it's Anakin that is the best starfighter. This ship right here, 41 points for Anakin Skywalker. He is the best Naboo starfighter. I will not hear any arguments on that one. I don't like Rick. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, that's my soapbox. Oh, okay. So torrents are down. Blue squad, interesting. Blue squad. How many? I mean, sure. You can run uneven intimidation. Bravos with passive and APTs. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I mean, how many points is the droid that allows you to reroll with evades? Which one is he? I'm actually going to have to look this up because that is a genuine build. Nope. What? That? Why? Go away. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Not safe for work stream. Oh God. The hilarious thing is I do have VPNs up, so at least that isn't my search history. Torrents. Initiative 3. That's fun. That's really fun. 6 V19's homing and sync console works. It does. But isn't passive sensors better? I mean, the whole point of sync console... Yeah, passives is just better, right? I think with the 6 V19s... If you can avoid oddball, you can avoid getting the lock in the first place, in which point you get a turn of safety because you go from outside of range into range and then you can slam them. Whereas if you have passive sensors, just like, oh sure, it doesn't. Like I'm not saying it's not good. Like it's, if someone isn't prepared for it, it will absolutely ruin them, and it ruins aces. But I think I prefer to take passives over. So this is interesting actually. Let's go down this experiment road. Bravo. Passive. Oh, it's Torps, not. Okay, now shout out to Dave because I think that is an interesting list. That is an interesting list because iron torpedoes, 4 dice torp, you get a free evade. If you go fast enough, you get a free evade. You just go, cool, I'm going to punch you in the schnoz. If you're at long range, you get 4 dice. If you're at close range, you get 3 dice, but it's target locked. And I can do more than 1 damage. I think that's interesting. That's an interesting list. The thing that I wanted to have a look at was this droid. Where is he? Evade into reroll. Where are you? Should read things. Red maneuver? Nope. 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 Where's he gone? There's one that I could reroll and evade. Ah, there it is. Sorry. R2C4. 5 points. So, passive and protons and Dinny. Is he the one? That's fun. 58 points. If you guess right, you just nail someone in the face with a fully modified proton torpedo. I like it. It's basically a force point. You get to use your evade as focus. It's quite nice. It's not the worst way in the world to spend 58 points. And it's gone down by 2 points on this thing and 1 point on that thing. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. We'll see. Or has it stayed the same? Stayed the same. It's I'm talking out my ass. It's fine. Right, are we ready for angry? I think we're ready for grumpy. Let's go for grumpy Ollie. Okay. Separatists. Oh look. Look at this. It didn't change. Sad. Hello. Points in 30 minutes. Points in 30 minutes? I mean, points are here. Can you see them? Here are the points. Points are already released. Have a look. They're glorious. Except they're not. Holy, what? What the hell? How much is in snow? There we go. It's gone up by 9. That's fine. Stay at the same price. I really like this change. That's a good change. Wait a second. Wait. You telling me that some fat got 9 points cheaper? If you weren't ready for my rage before, you're not ready now. Oh my days. Oh no. That is... no, don't do it. Why? Why would you do it? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Nope, don't like it. He's too cheap. I know that's an amazing knee jerk. Oh, tractor beams, man. Just go away. I hate tractor beams. They're horrible. Just don't do it. Okay, anyway, moving on from the inevitable. Why are these things still cheap? I'm really happy that the Nantex has gone down as the generic Nantex because I think it should be playable without ensnare. But I'm not happy with Sunfac being cheaper than like 80 points because of what he does. He is... yeah, he's not fun. He's not fun. But I'm going to leave that one. That was a table flip. I'm fine with the struts being 1 point still. I think it's nice to have an option to take them on and off. I still think it's incorrect to put them on. Yeah, and they should have absolutely have gone up points with ensnare. Like, you shouldn't have been able to have Chertek for as cheap as you could. Naked Nantex. I mean, it's got the bullseye. It's pretty fun. It's got a turret. How many points is naked Nantex? 5 guard. 29. It's alright. Is it better than A-Wing though? Because that's actually a comparison. So it is 3 agility, 2 hull, doesn't have barrel roll. Interesting. I think if you compare Nantex to A-Wing, I would take the A-Wing. I don't think that bullseye 3 dice is good enough. Are they saying that it is a 4 dice gun? Yeah. That's a genuinely hard decision. I think running lots of these things, if you are good enough at lining up the bullseye, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm curious. Cracking up by 1, TA up by 1. Fair enough. Not surprising. TA up by 2. Sorry, yeah, same points. Huh. I'm not so happy with this. Not so happy with that. This is actually okay. It's not awful. Could be worse. Chertek gone up by 2. Good. Brewer down by 1. Yeah, that's fine. To be fair, Sunfac he got hit by an absolute like mallet earlier, so that's fine. Oh boy. Yeah, see, my problem is this. My problem is this guy. This guy down here, Techno-Union. He is still only 25 points. And plasmas have gone down by 1. They got cheaper. So you can still fit multiple plasma bombers in a list, and they're still really good. And the probe droids haven't changed at all. So I think, yeah, you're going to see droids everywhere still. I don't think that's going to change. I think maybe Fantasy Flight are being careful because you didn't see droids absolutely stomp at Worlds. Yeah, you kind of did. They were a lot of places. They didn't get the variants they needed to get through the top cut. I mean, I knocked out 2 of them. Yeah, I'm concerned, but that's probably my ace player knee-jerking. So we'll see. It's not like the end of the world as we know it. You are going to see a lot more swarm, and I think we're going to need to prepare for that. I think we're going to need to... If you're building a list, you're going to need to have to build a counter to 3 agility generics. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting few weeks as this one comes out in the wash. It's going to be fun. I am... Okay, so... End of the thing. Chuck in the chat for me. What are you guys most excited for? What are you most excited for? I will take the lead. I am most excited for Rebels right now. I think there is a lot of really cool changes in Rebels. I'm quite hopeful to play with them. I'm also really excited for First Order. I think First Order is going to be great fun. I want to fiddle with some of this. It's going to be awesome. Empire, I'm probably going to move off the Imperial Aces for a bit. I've been flying them way too much. I do want to see if I can make some Imperial Aces work, and I'm probably most excited for Vinda. Yeah, there's some fun stuff here. Republic, meh. Resistance, meh. Because I'm not really interested in bombers. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of fun stuff here. I think Rebels for me. So what we got from the chat? Veteran turret gunners, yes. Hera is cool. I'm glad to see Hera back in a good way. First Order, I agree. Quad jumpers back. Yeah, it's good to see the quads back. I think the quaddies got they got hammered with Palop, and it's good to see them back. Sora's still busted. I mean, he's 7 points. You do a damage to yourself. I think he's fair. I think he's fine. He's well balanced. Sunfac is not unfairly pointed anymore. 71. I think he's a bit cheap. I think with the changes to tractor beams, he'll be a little bit more wholesome. We will see. I am concerned, but not too concerned. I think Chertek is actually the problem. Multiple Nantex tends to be more of a problem than single Nantex. YV in hyperspace. Yeah, YV is fun. Cheap large bases across the board. I'm kind of curious to see what the YV and the Falcon do. I think if you want to take like Bosk, Lando, and some things, see what happens. Yeah. Interceptors, yeah, interceptors in hyperspace. That's really cool. Separatists, fun. You can go back into your box. Don't like you anymore. Double Ghost list is going to be... I think it's going to take people by surprise. I don't think it's going to be the best list, but I'm curious. Easy. Just take a hull upgrade off Liz. There is a lot of points in the Bob Ereman thing that you can just get rid of. Both YT's cheaper. I'm happy for the YT. I'm really excited for Leia. I'm super excited for Leia. So yeah, that is my hot takes. I think I'm curious. I will expect the next points changes to be probably around January. They're normally going to do it twice a year, right? I'd like them to be every 2 months, but you know, that's me. I play this game too much. It'd be nice if it was in constant flux. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I will bid you guys a fond farewell. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was an hour and a half. It's about what I was expecting. And yeah, I think we're in for some fun times. I think we're in for some interesting times. I like most of those changes. There are some that I'm worried about. And yeah, hopefully I may have given you some ideas. Just That's my general opinions on what I think is good. I'm probably wrong. But who knows? Anyway, have a good evening, guys. This will be on YouTube. So for those of you watching on YouTube, you knew that. But it will be immediately uploaded to YouTube, and I will make a fancy cover for it soon. And yeah, have yourselves a good evening. Bye.